What? Because your son, we say, is your brother. It's the same for the country. My country is my country. Yes, it's different with our religion. Yes, but for according the country, peu importe. I must defend my country. That's the same like American, French people. But if the direction, yes, you can say if the thing, but if you must say something, anything for your country, you must defend your country. It's the same when we say when we say we learn this in the family. But here I defend my sister. When we go back in the family, I said, "Why say it?" And when we go back in the family, I said, "Why say it?" And we are going to the end, right? So we are going to conclude. So, and according to your view or according to your point of view, so in a few words, I want you to speak in a few words concerning patriotism in DRC. In a few words, okay? We are going just to conclude. You have the floor. The end. We are in the conclusion. Okay?
Our country.
All right, thank you. All right, somebody else? So the last word. What can we speak about the patriotism in DRC?
In a few words, I can say that patriotism is to take side of your country.
Thank you, Father. Okay, something else concerning the conclusion. You can eat a few words. All right.
For this moment, for this moment, patriotism means to be united.
All right, thank you. So, Ali?
Patriotism is the key to development.
All right, thank you. We're going to say something else? Yeah, you can. Yes, Serge. We can read people who are online, how they are reacting concerning the topic. Yeah, this is a point of view, Colin. This is a point of view. So we have to read this point of view, all right?
This is from Isaac Mwisa. I think for developing the patriotism in our country, it's much important to practice a kind of awareness rising campaign on the patriotism question, to develop a related great program with many projects. The government should know that the answer to this question won't be solved in a year. It requires much time.
All right, thank you. This is the point of view of somebody online, right? His name is what? His name is Isaac Mesa. Yes, Isaac Mesa. Okay. Thank you for your point of view. Yeah, thank you for your point of view. We read your point of view concerning the patriotism. Thank you for watching us online. So we are at the end of the club meeting. Before we go to our cup of coffee, we are going just to have a time for vocabulary taker. If you are going just to say something.
Okay, concerning vocabulary, someone said something in French, so we don't say donc. In English we say so. So, that is, it is a connector in the grammar. Sorry for grammar, the grammarian is there. So, I think that though someone said, I pray country, I pray to the country, no. I pray for the country. I pray for the country. Someone says, love it. So he said, love him. I love him. Or I should love him. No. He was talking about the country. Country is not a person. We say, love it. You should love it. That is, love the country. Him is used for the person and not for something. So the next is someone who doesn't and not someone who do. Someone who does and not someone who do. Someone is singular. So we should say someone who does business and not someone who do business. So because someone is singular. So another is, we say more impolite and not very, very impolite. So we say more impolite and not very impolite. Thank you so much.
Learn something, because we come in the club meeting just to learn something, and then let's go to the 2-hour cup of coffee, and also some idioms, some important expressions just to know before we leave this club meeting. It's very important just to know that we usually say about to take a part in. To take a part in is a synonym of to participate. For example, the president will take a part in the conference tomorrow morning. It is to say that the president will participate to the conference, in the conference tomorrow morning. You can use participate, or you can use to take a part in. I take a part in the club meeting. It is to say that the synonym to participate. Is it clear? You can say that I participate in the club meeting, or I take a part in the club meeting. They are similar. It is very important just to know some different expressions or idioms when you are speaking English. It is very important, okay? To take a part in. It is to say that to participate. Is it clear? I give an example. So the president will take a part in the conference tomorrow morning. The second expression is to keep. But when you use keep, the following verb should be in the ing form. For example, okay, to keep plus ing form is to continue without interruption. For example, keep speaking or keep on speaking. When I give an example, she kept taking withdraw class despite it to teachers wanted. And we're going to use another expression or idiom to jump in. To jump in is to begin or to enter eagerly. I give an example. The woman didn't wait for instructions. She just jumped right in. You need to say, for example, when you find an opportunity, okay, you jump in. You don't miss it. All right? Sauter dessus. All right. To jump in. And another expression which is very important just to know, for example, to make up your mind. To make up your mind is to settle or to decide it. I make up my mind to learn English, for example. Prendre une décision de. This is to make up one's mind. I make up my mind to love DRC. For for example, I make up my mind to become a patriotist, right? I make up my mind to learn English as well as possible. To make up one's mind is to decide. You can use to decide or to make up one's mind. Here? Okay, and let's go to show up. To show up is the synonym of to arrive, to appear, to arrive or to appear, to show up. Like an example here, he always late. He would show up late to his own funeral. Show up is to be present. For example, I want you to show up at 6 o'clock p.m. You need to say that I want you to come here or to appear around 6 o'clock p.m. Here? When, for example, you call me, you say, oh, you have to come into my home. All right, wait, I will show up at 7 o'clock p.m. You need to say that I will appear at 7 o'clock p.m. Okay? Yes. Yeah, let's go to our Indians, right? To sleep on something, to sleep on it. You need to say that to delay making a decision until the next day after considering the plan. You need to say that to think more about something. All right? When, for example, I say, Cordon, can you give me 100? Because I have a family problem that I have to resolve. You say, Miss Wilson, so now I don't have money, but so let me sleep on it. You need to say that, let me think more about what you ask me. Sleep on something, to think more about something. Let me sleep on it. Sleep on something, right? When, for example, you want to, you pop the question to the lady, one lady, right? You say that I feel in love, right? I will get you to the marriage. Can you accept me? And the lady can tell you, okay, let me sleep on it. Laisse-moi le temps de penser à ça. You need to say that to think about something and to sleep and to think more about something. This is to sleep on something. And take a place, we speak about take a place when we are talking about something which happened. For example, the US president or the presidential elections take place every 4 years. Take a place, it means to happen. For example, the club meeting takes place at 7e Rue Limité. Okay? To take a place, it means happen. No, not for the time, for the place. For example, our conference will take a place at the Sultani Hotel. Is it clear? We're talking about take a place when you're talking about the place which the event will happen. Clear? Okay, the last expression we use to plus the verb. Use to plus the verb, it means something accomplished in the past, but not in the present. I can say, last year I used to speak English very well. You need to say that now I don't speak English very well. Yeah? year, Mrs. Serge used to call people around 7 o'clock. You need to say that now, Mrs. Serge doesn't call people at 7 o'clock. This is an expression just to use a habit or something which was accomplished in the past, but not in the present time. Is it clear? When, for example, I say, okay, Mr. Shiko, Dr. Shiko, can you come with me to drink a beer? You say, oh, Mr. Wilson, thank you, because I used to drink beer, but now I don't drink beer anymore. You need to say that that was a habit in the past, but now I don't drink beer. Mr. Wilson, I used to drink beer. You need to say that in the past I was drinking, but now I don't drink. Is it clear? When you use used to plus the verb, it becomes a habit or something accomplished in the past. Right? But last year, you used to call me every time. You used to call me every time. You need to say that in the past you were calling me every time, but now you don't call me anymore. This is an expression used to plus the verb. Yes, I used to take beer. Do not complete. I used to take beer. You need to say that now I don't take beer. This way. Okay. So we are, thank you, brother, lady, and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. We are at the end of the club meeting. Let's give hands. All right. God bless you. But before we go to the end, we are going just to do something. We are going just to show something. We'll not speak, but we'll show you, okay, what we are feeling in our hearts. We are suffering in our hearts. And now, let's show you what we are feeling in our hearts. All right? Ready? We are suffering in our hearts, and now we are not going to say anything, but we are going to show you. Those who are watching us online, we need to show you something which is very, very significative. And then we want you to see what we are feeling as what we are suffering in our heart. And we want to show you that we are we don't say anything, but we show you what we are feeling in our heart. Check your time. This is more than the speech. This is more than a word, more than the speech. Okay, everybody can stand up? Everybody can stand up? All right, let's show what we are feeling in our heart. We are suffering. We are bleeding. thank you. God bless you. Okay, so we are at the end of the club meeting. So, pictures. All right, thank you. We finished by there. So, let's meet next Saturday, and we give the floor to our Ricardo. I don't know if you're going to say something. All right, thank you. God bless you. See you next time.